Now, Boris Johnson has been given a report card and he didn't score too well. The London Assembly Environment Committee gave the Mayor 4 out of 10 for the capital's progress in emission reduction. Joining me in the studio is Murad Qureshi, who's the Deputy Chair of the London Assembly Environment Committee. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Good morning.
So what does this mean in plain English? You've got 4 out of 10, but for what?
Well, he's set himself a target of 60% reduction in CO2 emissions by 2025 at 1999 levels, and by his own milestones he's actually missing those targets. So for example, on retrofitting homes to make them more energy efficient, he was hoping to do 200,000 by December 2012, he only did 100,000. He was going to get more decentralised energy plants in. That hasn't quite happened in the way that he expected. So key specific areas, he hasn't done what he thought he was going to be able to do in his time so far, and we thought it was time to actually report on that and why he's got 4 out of 10 for his efforts.
And that's obviously across the board. There's been some places that London's done better. Where...
Indeed. I mean, 2 areas where we think we have made more progress is in new buildings. The building regs have made sure they're a lot more energy efficient and less emissions are coming out. And also on transport, we've actually seen 11% reduction in traffic since 2000. Although that's one we shouldn't be complacent about, because actually bus ridership is going up, and we need to make sure that bus services maintain at the level that we've got accustomed to. And the electric vehicles really didn't take off in the way that he was hoping. He was hoping to have reached 100,000 electrical vehicles on our streets with 25,000 plug-in points. That hasn't remotely come anywhere near those figures at the moment. So there is plenty of room to improve things. He's got another 18 months left in his administration, and let's see if he could focus some effort and energy on that front. Now,
he's failed in his own targets, that's why he's got this report card, but also London isn't doing well when we compare it to the EU targets.
Indeed. I mean, the reality is about cities is that they're growing substantially. 50% of humanity now, it lives in cities and towns, and if we're going to crack the carbon emission problem, it's in the cities that we're going to do it. So we're certainly not in a position to lecture others, and I trust we're still learning from other cities like Copenhagen about the way forward, albeit they're much smaller than us, but nonetheless I think there are things that they're doing on the energy front which we need to do here and incorporate more systematically than we have so far.
Murad, thank you very much for coming in. Of course, we have got a statement from the Mayor in response to this report card, and he said he's committed to reducing carbon emissions in the capital and is already undertaking many of the recommendations in the committee's report. Unprecedented work is taking place with electric and hybrid buses and taxis, retrofitting homes, to unlocking the local energy generation market through becoming London's smallest energy supplier since he was elected. And despite London's population growing faster than anyone had predicted, CO2 emissions have been reduced by 14%.